No one real. Okay. Since I can't look at you guys.
We got it now.
Anywhere.
It's up on us.
Okay, you can see it. All right, thank you. I want to share the video panel because if I don't see you guys, I'm like all alone. Well, I'm not worried, so I'm not all alone. All right. So what I was saying earlier is that I put together a weekly tracking form, which I'll share with you in a minute. I do want to just start off real quickly with a 1-minute video, a 1-minute quick video to get you motivated, to get the juices flowing.
Today, ask yourself, who do I need to be today to get the most out of myself? So I tweeted out a couple days ago that there's 2 models of success that many of us have been following. One is, if I do the work, then I can finally have the stuff, and then one day I can be happy. And that's fine. For a lot of people, they need to put happiness out there later, the have out there later. So they got to do and do and do, and they got to grind and grind and grind. And that makes a lot of sense for a lot of people. I learned a long time ago that if I focus on who do I need to be today? Do I need to be persistent? Do I need to be focused? Do I need to be grateful? Do I need to be happy? Do I need to be joyous? If I focus there first, then I find that the doing becomes more natural, more automatic, especially if I say, who do I need to be today? I need to be more persistent. I need to be more like the person that follows through and executes and works their plan every single day. And even just saying that to myself as I'm shooting this video, I'm like, I need to be that every single day. Well, guess what? Again, be who you need to be to do the work. Then the doing becomes more natural and automatic. I'm not saying the work isn't easier or it's not hard, but you're in that better state of mind to go do it. And then guess what? When you do the work, you have all the things that you want, whether that's more time or more rewards or whatever it is you desire. Do me a favor, just for today, ask yourself, who do I need to be today to get the most out of myself? Who do I need to be today to be the best for my family? Who do I need to be today to be the best for my clients? And then be that person and watch what happens.
Okay, guys. Oh, let me cancel. Oh gosh. So my
If you're under 5 years in the business, you want to learn.
okay, let me get out of here. So my, what I've been saying at the beginning of this year, and I'm going to continue saying the rest of this year, is that mindset is everything. It's all about mindset, all about mindset. So I would love to share with you. I know this name comes up quite often, but yesterday, Dante was sitting opportunity time and someone walked in to hand in coats for the coat drive. And the gentleman started a conversation with them and ended up making an appointment for him to come over to do a listing appointment because the guy wants to sell his house. Okay. And then where he was looking and all that. They talked for about a half an hour and it was such a natural conversation because they were just sitting there conversing like 2 regular people. It wasn't like a presentation or a consultation or anything like that. It was just like a true conversation. So after the guy left, I went out there. I was like, that was amazing. That was so awesome. So, so why I'm telling you this is because once he finished, and I said that to him, I said, Dante, that was amazing. The conversation was so comfortable. I love the way you spoke to him. He said, I got to call Tabitha right away because Tabitha just left here and Tabitha says, you need to manifest what you want. You need to think about it. You need to really, and that's what he wanted. He wanted a listing appointment. Someone walked in. So again, mindset is really, really important. And I thought that was really cool that all happened yesterday. So again, your mindset is everything. And moving forward, remember that every single morning you need to get to the right mindset.
How did that person know that we were having a co-drive here since he wasn't connected to an agent in this office?
Tara Epsky signed up with New Jersey Cares, which is the co-drive for New Jersey. And she set up our office as a drop-off point for that for New Jersey Cares. So
Oh,
she's
wow.
posted it, but anybody who wants to drop off coats and Googles New Jersey Cares or goes onto the website, it'll say this is your local drop point. So that's why we can't even walk out there anymore. I mean, it's 2 more days left. Or actually tomorrow is the last day for the coats, but I mean, it's amazing how there has to be hundreds of coats out there in the lobby. So again, thinking about community, thinking about your passion and what your purpose is, great things to think about. You know, something like this was very easy to do. And I said to Dante, every agent who sits out here on floor time should go on to New Jersey Cares. They have a what do you call it, for a receipt for a donation receipt for your taxes, right? If you're donating stuff, every agent who's sitting here should go on to there and mark it and put some information about themselves on it and hand it out to everybody who comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many opportunities when we have something like that going on. So it's just about thinking about it sooner rather than later. So anyway, Fresh the New Year accountability program. So I'm planning on doing this consistently week after week on Thursdays to keep everybody accountable and everybody moving forward. So you have to dream big. It's all about what you dream, set goals, and take action. So the thing is, experts are predicting that the real estate market might be just as busy or busier in the next year. Therefore, there's no better time for you to take a step back and see what's working in your business and what isn't. So from productivity to morning routines and marketing strategy, we've rounded up 11 New Year resolutions for real estate agents to maximize your success in 2022. Okay, so it starts from the minute you wake up in the morning to the minute you go to bed at night. Okay, and listen, I can truly, I forgot how difficult it is, guys, to keep yourself motivated every day. When I was off last week, I thought I was going to hang myself in the shower after like the third day. I was like, I cannot do this. I need to go somewhere every single day. That's what keeps me going. And I'm the type of person that is, the busier I am, the more I get done. So I'm so much more productive when I have a lot to do. When I don't have a lot to do, I keep pushing it off. And I was finding myself waking up later in the morning, working out later. It was like 11 o'clock. I wasn't showered yet. You know, I'm showered by 7:30 every morning on a typical day. So I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit too much for me. So I truly empathize and realize how difficult it is, especially for us real estate agents who don't have to be in an office, who don't have to report to anyone but ourselves, you know, keeping on schedule every single day. It's very difficult.
You have to maintain your routine.
You have to maintain your routine. Yes, you have to continue to maintain your routine. So important. So create a morning routine. Wake up, shower, coffee, energy bar, you're out the door. Does that sound familiar? Probably not for a lot of you, right? I mean, this is what you would like to do. So sometimes you convince yourself that those extra 30 minutes of sleep matter more than anything else. In reality, they may be hurting you more than they help. That extra 30 minutes of sleep, I know for me, if I go past 6 o'clock in the morning, I feel drowsier when I wake up, if that makes any sense to you. It's harder for me to wake up and I can't get myself going as quickly just by sleeping in a little more. And then obviously then it comes to nighttime. Then if you sleep longer in the morning, it's harder for you to get to sleep at night, right? So that's another thing that, you know, it's good to get, you really need your 8 hours sleep every single day. So if you look at the habits of highly successful real estate agents, a morning routine is an important part of staying productive, organized, and energized. So it's even been linked to success in the sales field, real estate. Okay, so you have to have a morning routine. It's really important to get up the same time every day and do the same activities every single day. So what is a typical schedule for a real estate agent, right? The one I just showed you is what an ideal schedule would be for any person, even, you know, regardless if you're in real estate or not. So real estate agents' daily schedule should look like: wake up early before 7 a.m., work out, and your morning routine until 8 a.m., lead generation and prospecting from 8 to 11 a.m., lunchtime and a mental break, 11 to 12, appointments and meetings, 12 to 4, and the rest of the day is yours. That would be an ideal day, right? If you really scheduled yourself and you really focused on being productive early in the morning and getting everything done. Then you really have the rest of the day to answer emails, receive calls back from people you reached out to, right? Schedule appointments, and make sure that you're being productive. So if we look at the traditional way that we used to prospect in days past or years past, right? It was door knocking, snail mail, fax machines, right? It was a totally different way of communicating and reaching out to our clients than we have now. Now our modern way is our cell phones, right? Calling, mostly texting, emailing, messaging, and social media, right? So that's how we connect with people in today's world versus what we used to be traditionally. Now I can, and Zoom, right? What we're doing right now, right? 2 years ago, we would have never imagined that this would be our way of life now, that I'd be standing talking to a computer half of my life, you know? And having, yes, exactly, having listing appointments, buyer's presentations and consultations. I think like this, every buyer's consultation, unless you have the opportunity to sit with, to have them come in and then you're gonna go right out afterwards and go show houses. I think this is how every buyer's consultation should be held. Via Zoom, they're in the comfort of their home. Their kids are safe and sound. They don't have to find a babysitter, they can concentrate. They don't have to worry about coming out at night. So again, this opens up so many more opportunities for us, really, than it did in the past. So, so the best way to start your new year off right is just pick up the phone and start dialing. Now, I'm showing you the traditional ways we used to prospect and versus the modern ways, right? But really, real estate is so simple and basic. You just have to go back to Real Estate 101, which is making phone calls and prospecting. So I share with you guys, I know I repeat myself a lot, that's just the way I am, I apologize, but I every morning 9 to 10, I'm on a Zoom call with all the managers, with 80, 90 managers, Carlos, Bev, Mo, who's in charge of the growth for Weicker, Joe McDonald's on it, all the RVPs are on it, and I'm making phone calls for an hour. I'm making phone calls, I'm setting up my campaigns on my KV Core, doing all those things. And I have more appointments now than I did a year ago when I wasn't doing it specifically every single morning, when I was more reliant upon agents giving me names or someone calling into the office saying I want to join or things like that, right? So it's really ramped it up and it's going to continue to ramp up because I just put together my CRM a few months ago, so that now it works automatically for me. Yeah. In fact, today I got a text from an agent from Coldwell Banker, and she said, "Yes, I need more leads. I'm newer in the business. And I'm really trying to get off my feet." I'm like, I don't even know what the original message that was sent, because it was sent automated to this agent. I don't even know what I sent her. So I had to go into my KV Core, go into her contact, and I saw it said, "Hi, I have more leads than I can handle." This is what came out of my KV Core. And so now we have an appointment on Saturday. So again, it was something, all these opportunities we have from the modern way of doing business now, which is on my Weicker, right? It's automated, it's integrated, it's doing everything on my behalf, is along with making the phone calls, which let me tell you something, every morning, it's just as hard it was the morning before or 2 months before or a year before. Phone doesn't get easier, really, you just get better.
I think sometimes we also take it for granted that somebody's listening or not listening. And then all of a sudden when they email us or text us, it's like, oh my God, that really worked.
I know, right? When we get a response back from them. Yes, it's true. It's true. So whether it's new leads, old leads, or your sphere of influence, this is the closest you'll get to making personal connections without talking face to face. So try dedicating 1 hour each day to making calls. 1 hour. That's what I do. 1 hour a day. And I just shut everything down. I shut my door and I'm just specifically making phone calls. You can even set it up as an appointment in your calendar. That way you hold yourself accountable. Definition: real estate prospecting is the process of finding new contacts and turning them into leads in order to grow your business. This is typically done through a mix of email and phone outreach, increasing social media engagement, and meeting people in person through community events and networking. So that's the definition of prospecting in the real estate world, right? So that's everything that we should be doing consistently every single day. So very, very, very important. So post daily on social media. Now, posting daily on social media does not mean I'm the top agent and look at this and look at that. It's all different things, right? So that's why we put together, or we have, again, My Weichert has a core listing machine, which automatically posts to your page on your behalf, right? So it shows listings, not necessarily yours, but the average public doesn't know that, right? It's all about perspective and what people think. It posts travel information. It posts cooking, recipes, decluttering your home, all different articles that they know people are interested in. So make sure that's set up, because that could do it on your behalf along with whatever you decide to do, right? So you can put things in as well. So social media is an important part of building your brand. With millennials making up the lion's share of new home buyers, you best believe you're checking your social media pages, or they're checking your social media pages. Posting daily on social media is not only good for branding, but it's also good for establishing yourself as an expert in your local market. Again, it's an easy thing to do. If you know what you're doing, it probably could take 5 minutes a day, right, or less. Or make sure you're using Core Listing Machine. So mix it up. Make it some days with Core Listing Machine and some days that you're going to be posting on your own. Make more videos. We've been saying this now, I'm going to say for at least the last 2 years, videos is the way to go. People want to see videos. Don't worry about what you look like, because you look like what you look like. Even though we look at ourselves, I have to tell you, I can't even watch any of these videos that I tape. I'm like, I don't talk like that. I don't do that. I don't have those mannerisms. I do, okay? Apparently I do. I just don't realize all the stuff that I have, right? It's painful for me to watch myself. So, but it is who I am, right? So you can't say, oh, I don't look good today, or my hair doesn't look right. You are who you are. So don't worry about all of that. Just put something out, put out some content. So if we learn anything this year, it's that video is an invaluable tool for communicating with your sphere at any time from anywhere. Top agents are already finding ways to use video to build their business. If you're not doing this yet, you could be missing out on key opportunities to reach your audience, especially in times like these. So whether it's weekly market update, new listing tour, or buyer seller tips, videos are a great way to generate engagement and establish authenticity with your prospects. Fun fact, 85% of buyers and sellers want to work with an agent who uses video. So I have a story about an agent who recently, new in the business, got an opportunity just because they built a relationship with somebody in their building, got an opportunity to do a listing presentation, and it was a relocation. And they were up against a Coldwell Banker agent who was in the business for years, okay? You know, the one thing, or one of the main reasons those sellers picked the newer agent over the established 25-year Brand X agent, it's because my ring keeps going off. I'm sorry, it's torturing me. It's because of the video aspect. That agent who's been in the business for 25 years did not mention anything about doing a video, the video market, right? The video marketing, cutting edge, like Lori said, right? So that was the deciding factor for them. They liked that marketing, the marketing better, because it had to do with the video. And they did. They hired Chris Andres, and I'm sure there's other people who do videos, but he's from the Clifton office, and he does a video, and he does a really good job. And that was a leading factor. So again, don't discount some of these things because you're not comfortable doing them. They still are very important in our business. So set your goals. One of the hardest things to get an agent to do is set goals. I don't know why. It's like they think if they don't do it, they won't be disappointed at the end of the year somehow. I'm not sure the mindset to it. Want to do 25% more in GCI? Need more work-life balance in your day-to-day? Start visualizing the year you want to have and set your goals early. No matter how big or small, this will help you stay on track. Keep your top priorities your top priorities. It's easy to get lost as soon as the year kicks off. This will make sure you're focused on the most important things for you and your business. So one of the things I want to mention with that said, is I'm showing you a lot of different ideas here, right? A lot of things to start off the new year. I do not expect anybody to go in here and say, okay, I'm going to do 11 of the things that Missy shared with me today, because that's never going to happen. You're going to overwhelm yourself and do nothing. I want you to pick one thing for this first quarter, one thing that I'm sharing with you that you, when it came up on the screen or when it comes up on the screen, you're like, oh God, I wanted to do that. Or, oh God, I would love to do that. That's the one I want you to focus on. Do not try to do 11 things. Don't try to do 5 things. Don't try to do 3 things. Just try to do one thing a quarter to get your business to the next level. Okay, that's the only thing I'm asking. So hold yourself accountable and crush your goals. It's all about crushing your goals. Connect with local businesses. I don't know that we do this enough. And I think this, I mean, especially in this environment, right, where so many small businesses have been hit so darn hard, we don't even realize, right? That's their bread and butter. They didn't have any income coming in during that time, right? And it's still slow now. I know I see this commercial. I keep seeing this commercial that comes on about, I guess, Uber Eats, right? That it takes out of the pockets of your local restaurants, right? So I guess it's local restaurants that put this out. I'm not sure who put it up, but think about this. Everybody, you think everybody's in your pocket, right? We think everybody's in our pocket. You think your broker's in your pocket, your buyers, your sellers are in your pocket, everybody's in your pocket. So just think about these small businesses, you know, they're no different than that. They're no different, but they have a lot more overhead than we have. That's the difference. They still have to pay their rent every month. They still have to pay their electricity every month. They still have to put food on their table, right? So they have a lot more expenses than we do. So forming relationships with the businesses in your community is one of the best ways you build rapport. Keep you top of mind all the while opening your sphere of influence. For example, try partnering up with a local hardware store to offer discounts or coupons to your buyers and sellers. The same goes for painters, plumbers, electricians, or anything else a new homeowner might need. Small businesses were some of the hardest hit in the pandemic, and many of them may be extra grateful for the extra business. So this type of marketing strategy is equally as important as lead generation. And building a genuine connections with your community should always be a priority. So again, I'm going to spin this back for a second to make your passion your what is my thing? Make your passion your
One of your goals.
yes.
Find what
Your
you
purpose. That
find
was the
what you
word. The
enjoy
purpose.
and do it.
Yes. Find what you that's yes.
Yeah.
And you'll never work a day in your life. Isn't that exactly what they say? So making your passion your purpose is really huge, and this is one of them. Helping out small businesses is always going to be a benefit to you when it comes to your clients. So don't forget about that. Attend more webinars. So webinars are one of the best, easiest ways to learn something new. They don't require travel, are often free, and don't last longer than 60 minutes. It's very low cost and low time commitment way to expand your education and develop new skills. So identify the areas you want to work on in 2020 and look up webinars that can help you close your knowledge gap. So guys, whatever, a lot of times you call me and you'll say, can you tell me about this? I never heard of this organization or whatever. And as I'm on the phone with you, I'm Googling it. And I'm like, oh, here it says blah, 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 right? And I'm like, anybody could have done that, right? I mean, Google is what we do. For me to put together these slides for you, I Googled what I wanted to do and I went into different places and I got information. That's what I do, you know? So it's always about learning and growing. It's always about learning and growing. And I think people take trainings and for granted, and they think when they get to a certain level, they don't need any training anymore. They know everything. And I feel like that just stops you from growing. I really do. I really do. So make sure you at least attend a webinar, maybe once a month, depending on how busy you are. Update your sphere of influence. So this small task can mean significant time savings in 2022. If it's been a while since you last updated your sphere of influence, make this one of your first tasks of the new year. Not only will you avoid spending time chasing leads that aren't relevant, but you'll also probably add some that could turn into new business. So I think our sphere of influence is something we take for granted, and we don't ever reach out to them because we think we're bothering them, right? I mean, and they're our raving fans. They trust us, they know us, they love us. So yesterday, my son said he met with his manager for his one-on-one. It's the beginning of the year, and he wants to set up a one-on-one with his manager. So he said, my goal is $3 million a month. That's what I want to do each year, each month in dollar volume. And so him and Joe put together a plan. And one of the things Joe said is one of the first things you need to do is start reaching out to your sphere. Have lunch with them, have coffee with them, and ask them all for 3 referrals. So that's what he's going to do. So again, these are the things that we used to do basic. Those were basic 101, right? Real estate, when you came in, they said, make sure you ask all your friends and family for referrals, ask for 3 referrals. And then it's something we stopped doing, right? Because we'd like to chase, the magic pill. We don't want to have to ask anybody for anything. We don't have to call anybody. What a great time to call. Happy New Year. How are you? How was your year? What are you doing this year? It's New Year's. It's a great conversation piece. You don't have to start the conversation like, who do you know and who are you giving to me? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, just reach out to people. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Happy New Year. What's going on? Just wanted to say hello. Want to see what was going on. How are you and your family? Everybody healthy? Blah, blah, blah. And, and then at the end you can say, because they're going to ask you about real estate. Everybody asks about real estate. Everybody wants to know what's going on in real estate. So as you're having the conversation about real estate, then you're going to just organically say, by the way, do you know anyone who's looking right now? I'd love to help them out. It can be a very friendly conversation. It does not have to be obnoxious, rude, so don't think about it that way. Make it a friendly conversation. Try new technologies. So I added that in my KV Core. So this new year is a great time to assess what's working in your business and what isn't. MyWiker combines the many tools and technologies that can help streamline your processes, letting you focus more time on your clients and closing deals. Let your systems work for you so you can free up your time to work for your clients. Set up a time to sit with Laura consistently and put your business on autopilot. Like I told you this morning, my business is not my recruiting is on autopilot right now. When people are texting me and I didn't even know what I did or what campaign I put them on, and they want to meet with me, that's autopilot, right? That's what we all need, and that's why we put the system out, and that's why we have it there for you. So everybody, and I can't say this enough, should have the time set up with Laura, standing appointment. Does anyone here have a standing appointment to get their nails done or their hair done every whatever? Okay, you need to do this for your business too, okay? Lori Young, I know you have a standing appointment with your nails, so don't even try that. So, standing appointment once a week, once every 2 weeks, or once a month, whatever you can fit into your schedule, and make it a standing appointment. It could be live, it could be via Zoom. Don't overcomplicate it. But KV Core, MyWiker, is a beast, right? It's a big beast. And so to unpeel the layers of this big beast, it's going to take you a long time because there's so much involved in it. So you need to dedicate the time. Don't say it's too hard. Don't say I can't learn it. Anybody can learn it. It's made to make it easy for you. So just set up the time, please. Get a new headshot. In fact, yesterday we were talking about this, right? When we put the awards up, a lot of agents were like, oh my God, I need to update it, or I need to give you my new headshot, or whatever it is. So make sure if your headshot is older, I feel like mine's old and I'm about to get mine updated. Mine's 3 years old, I think. I do want a picture outside though. So that's the only thing I have to figure out how I can get a picture outside because I think they're really nice. But
There's a place in Rockaway that it's a selfie studio that you can do headshots at, and they have all different backdrops.
Oh, really? Where is it located? In Rockaway?
Where the old Rockaway, across the street from the old Rockaway Sales on 46, where the Domino's is,
Okay.
near the Dodge dealership.
All right. I'm going to look into that. Thank you. So a new headshot is more than investing in your business. It's about investing in your brand. This is a great way to kick off the new year with confidence and a more professional you. On the other side of that, amateur photos or headshots of yesteryear can send the wrong message. Inauthenticity and unprofessionalism. In an age where social media is important for marketing and promotion, your headshot is often one of the first things people notice. Make your first impression count. Branded content is where it's at. Branding is huge. Branding is huge in this business, right? Everything should be branded. So look at your headshot and make a decision on your own whether you need to update it or not. So stay up on the market. If there is one big lesson we can take away from this year, it's that one of the most important parts of being a real estate agent is knowing what is happening in the market. Why? Because your clients look to you to be the trusted advisor. So being knowledgeable helps give you an edge over the competition and builds trust with your clients. The monthly market report is a 60-minute snippet about what is currently happening in the market and why and how it will affect the real estate market. It's one of the greatest tools you can have for communicating the present market and what experts predict for the near future. So I share that with you, the monthly market report. I share that with you on our slides once a month. So my KCM, Keeping Current Matters, I get the slides from there and I share it with you, the updates. So that's what they're referring to. And it's really true, right? The more confident you are about talking about the market, the more up to date you are, it's going to give you more confidence and you're going to be able to talk to people more confidently. And you're going to feel better talking to people and they're going to feel that from you too, right? You all know when you're by a slobbish salesperson, right? Your hair goes up on the back of your neck, you're like, I don't know if I trust this person. You want to be the trustworthy person. In real estate, trust is one of the number one things that clients look for. So make sure you are staying up to date on the market. So the bottom line is, sometimes the smallest tweak in a routine can end with a big reward. This new year, take a long, hard look at your business and see where you can focus your efforts to maximize your success. Once you find areas you want to focus on, make sure you create a game plan, act, and set reminders constantly so you don't fall behind. Remember, biting off more than you can chew is a recipe for burnout. I recommend focusing on the small tasks and then slowly implementing the others so that you can set yourself up for success in 2022. So exactly what I'm saying. Everybody needs to pick one thing, whether it was on these slides today or it's something you've been thinking you want to do for the last few months or last few years. Take that one thing and focus on getting it done within this quarter, the first quarter. Okay? Because you need to take little bites and baby steps. You don't need to jump into anything, because it's too overwhelming. And then lastly, I just saw this post on Instagram, and I don't know if anybody here follows Stephanie Waring. She's actually a Weichert agent in Harding, and she does amazing videos. She does some type of she does a lot of different things. She's constantly posting, constantly doing videos. Truly, truly amazing. So that's why I follow her, because of what she does. I like to watch her. So she just posted this, and I thought it was apropos for what I was sharing with you guys today. And just about what I always say about real estate agents, which is being adaptable in any type of environment, in any situation. We are problem solvers. So go with the flow. Shit is crazy right now. The world is upside down. Nothing makes sense. Everyone is at their wit's end. It's stressful and chaotic and plain weird. Does anybody disagree with that? Right? None of us even know what to do. I meet people and they're like, should I shake your hand? Do you want a fist bump? Like, nobody knows if you can hug one another, what we can do anymore. I mean, nobody knows what tomorrow is going to be, especially with the virus. So, but I believe that good times will resume. The normalcy will return, even in its new altered state. Stability and peace are important, but in the midst of fire, I believe it is of paramount importance to simply go with the flow. What you resist persists, and the only true constant in life is change. So, honey, try to embrace it. If you ask me one thing, I repeatedly say to my girls, no matter what the situation is, it would be go with the flow. It's so much easier to try to adopt this mindset from a young age, and that is a gift I hope I am giving them. Shit will inevitably happen. Plans change, people get sick, things fall through. But if you just try to go with the flow, I promise you'll be happier as you ride those waves. Thank you. So I think that you as agents are adaptable, and you do go with the flow most of the time. Sometimes you resist, but I mean, this is really what all of our mindsets should be. And in fact, some of you who know Robin Barone, who was an RVP, when I walked in the door, she walked out the door 3.5 years ago, came back for a little while as a manager. But anyway, I saw she posted this week, and her and her son got stuck in Florida, and she said, my new mindset is we just go with the flow. So I think that's what most people are doing these days, because you have to, and it's true. And then you have a coconut drink because you're at the breakers, yes. Yeah, I don't know if that really, but go with the flow portion, yes, was, something that I keep hearing and hearing. So, yesterday I was stuck in that traffic for like 40 minutes on Route 10. I did not know what was up ahead of me. I did not know what was going on. I was so aggravated and so mad because I had to get in and I had my call session. I had to stop at Stop and Shop to get stuff for breakfast and blah, blah, blah. And then afterwards I realized that there was a bad accident down there and I thought, here I was safely in traffic, right? I didn't think about it at the time. So again, we all have to be more cognizant of, what's going on around us and how grateful we should be of the things that we have. So with that said, I just want to share with you guys the tracking form that, give me a second. Like I said, I don't have any view on my actual computer, so it's really weird for me to do it this way. All right, so this is the accountability form. I actually sent, or I added the link to the chat box. But I'll also send an email out to you with it as an attachment, just in case. So each week you need to check off the boxes the day you do things and also write the number that you had. So on Monday, if you had 2 listing appointments, you check off the box and you put 2. Buyer's appointment, same thing. Prospecting calls, try to get an hour a day in. That would be huge. And again, when we're talking about it, we're talking 5 days a week, right? Add contacts to my Wyker. Make sure you're getting that CRM up to date. Set up search alerts or market reports. Those are the automated portions that are going to be working on your behalf when you're not able to, when you're out with clients or you're sleeping at night or whatever you're doing. Trying to get this down. Up somewhere. Okay. Listing presentations prepared and presented. Okay. Meaning you need to have something. Don't just go in with nothing in your hand. And it's this market is too competitive and a listing is a pot of gold. So do everything you can when you have that opportunity to get in front of a seller to make sure you're showing them everything that you do. Be professional and share with them what's going to happen when you list their home. Don't take any shortcuts is what I'm saying. Buyer's presentation, again, huge, huge. Especially in this market, they need to understand it's so volatile out there for buyers, right? It's so volatile. They have to know ahead of time what they're in for, not when they find the house of their dreams and they're putting in an offer in 5 minutes, So make sure that you're doing your due diligence and you're taking care of your clients and sitting with them ahead of time. How many buyers and sellers introduced to, let's see if I can get this to go up. Oh gosh. There we go. How many buyers and sellers introduced to Mortgage Advisor? Registered customers for the $5,000 guarantee. Do not forget our value proposition. That's huge, huge. Opportunity time. If you sit there and if you get any appointments, put that down in the box. Farming pieces sent, door hanging or Popeyes. Open houses, again, huge. They're very hard to come by. Using the open house app, I just want you to remind you that you have that available to you. And what I would tell you to do, if you're afraid for some reason it's not going to go through, when you ask someone to sign in through the app, tell them to not hit the submit button, hand it back to you, you take a screenshot and then hit submit. So if for some reason it doesn't go through, you have all their information. And then there's a few spaces below here for you to put in your own if there's anything else. Okay, so if I send it to you through here, you'll be able to fill it out electronically, or you can print it out and fill it out, obviously, with pen and paper. So however you want to do. And also, if you see on the side, I've asked some questions that I want you to answer, because if you're going to have this page in front of you to remind you of the income producing activities you need to do on a daily basis, which is what this is for. What is your income goal for the year? What is your listing and sales goal for the year? Break it down. What is your listing and sales goal for this month? How many sales and listings do you want this month? It's only January 6th. You still have a whole month ahead of you. How many open houses are you planning to do this month? How is your engagement in using My Waker? Be honest with yourself. Do you have a standing appointment with Laura for My Waker? And lastly, what is your passion? What is your passion? What is it? What drives you? What excites you? What makes you happy when you think about it? So, anybody have any questions? Or any feedback or any? Let's see if I can bring you. This is so difficult. There you are. Now I see you. All right, anybody have any questions? I couldn't see you before. All right, so next Thursday, 1 o'clock, we're going to be going over week by week, different activities in more detail that we went through today. Today was just an overview. And I need your sheets. I need to bring your accountability tracking sheets that day, and we're going to roll up the numbers, okay? That's how we're going to hold you accountable. So thank you guys for coming. The screen is blurry. Oh, sorry, Debbie, I didn't see that. Tabitha is a great role model. Yes. I can't even. Oh yeah, you know what, Kelly? I'm sure I didn't do it right. I'm sure I didn't do it right, the sheet. So I'm going to send you the slides and the sheet so that you have everything, okay?
Thank you.
How you feeling, by the way?
It comes and goes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you,
You
guys.
sound better.
She sounds awesome today. She sounded horrible the other day.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Well, yeah, after that.
She's not gonna be able to be back to the office till March.
Oh my God, March. Come on. Kelly. No. He's being fresh. Right, Kelly? You're scaring people, Kelly. Tell people you'll be okay.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'm not a good healer. Like I'm a hot mess.
You're a slow healer. You're a slow healer.
Yeah.
I'm not commenting.
Mhm.
Mess.
All right, I'll see you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Bye.